Hello again, and I'm back with the Flying Scotsman train set from 1971. This is the 1971 catalogue. Got some train sets on this page, and that's the one there, which is sitting there. Okay, so this is the one with the glowing firebox and the tender noise, chuff chuff sound. So let's have a look at it on the railway. There she is. She's not in perfect condition. Her nameplate is missing from this side, so it should be, and on this side there's also a number missing, so it's 472 on this side. But apart from that, the finish is really nice. It's one of those shiny ones, and I think that's really nice finish on there. So, and these are the two coaches waiting in the platform. We'll hitch up to those with any luck. Let's see if we can move the engine here. And good luck detecting the tender sound, because the motor in this is ever so noisy. Let's change the points there. Yeah, I did my best with the motor, but it doesn't want to be quiet. And it's certainly well worn. The chassis gave me a bit of bother because it was shorting out, but yeah, that took a few hours to find out what exactly was going wrong. But we fixed that, and let's give her a run round the layout at Flying Scotsman speed. And if I sit at this corner over here, we'll have a go at watching the firebox, which we should see there. Well, it's there somewhere. There it was. Blink and you miss it. Let's slow it down a bit. In the previous year, this locomotive came with 3 coaches, one of which was a Pullman, but I don't think it's appeared in a set with 3 of these Thompson-esque coaches. I could be wrong, but I can't remember it appearing like that. There we go. So yeah, the tender does make the chuff chuff noise, and if I run it quite fast, you can begin to hear it because the engine smooths out, sort of anyway. But this was missing from my collection, this one. And it depicts the Flying Scotsman after the war, in about 48, when they fitted her with the bigger superheater, hence these bumps on the side of the smoke box, and they also fitted it with a banjo dome, and they also tinkered with the valve events as well. So it came into line with all the other A3s, because until 48, I think it was 47 or 48, Flying Scotsman was still an A1. So it's not a bad model really. I think it came out in 1968. I think the LNER version came out the following year. And yeah, this is from 1971. The other thing I've got on the layout today over there. I think we'll just change these points and we'll bring round another locomotive which I didn't have in my collection. Although I've got a Hymek, the Hymek I've got is the one with the ring-filled motor. This one is, as you can see, a little bit sort of faded. The windows, which is a separate thing on this, the way they built this one was this was an open aperture here, and the windows are a slot-in plastic moulding, whereas the later one is just one moulding. So, and this is the one with the earlier motor bogie, which is similar to the one in the brush type 2, except that this one has bearings at each end of it. So this is a much more reliable sort of thing. It's nice and quiet. So I'm not sure whether that is actually rail blue. Is it? It probably is rail blue, because they did one that was sort of electric blue or something like that. I mean, it does roughly match. I wouldn't say it's as dark as the blue on those Mark IIs. But let's see if I can bring it round here and compare it while it's standing still. Yeah, no, it's roughly, yeah, if I get rid of the other colours, yeah, it is roughly the same colour, isn't it? So I presume that would be the rail blue one. So let's keep him going. And this was introduced in 1967 along with the Albert Hall, but this is from a bit later, because you'll notice on the front it's probably got slightly different moulded details on it from the one that originally came out, although I'm not entirely certain of that. Yeah, I could be wrong. So let's continue round with this. I think the later one's got slightly better detail on the ends. This one's okay, and it was so cheap I couldn't resist it really. I thought, oh, I'd like to have a go at it was so cheap I thought it was probably going to be a non-runner, but hey ho, when I put it on the track it ran just like this after a little hesitation. So all I did was have a look and clean the commutator and give it a tiny bit of oil, but someone had done all that for me. Plenty of wear on the brushes, as there is on this Flying Scotsman actually. Yeah, the only thing wrong with the Flying Scotsman is because the axe, it's been played with so much without lubrication that the axles have been, as they go round a corner, they sort of wear away the chassis so that they can move radially, which they shouldn't really do. They only do it a bit, but that might be why there's a mechanical noise with it. So let's get the Flying Scotsman going. And yeah, this is the good side with the nameplate there and the numbers all in place. And I quite like the Thompson carriages with the oval windows for the loos at the ends of the carriage. Quite nice. No interiors in these, they never did an interior. Surprising really. yeah, surprising they didn't do more of these. And but there you go. I mean, the LNER has always been popular. And the more carriages they made for the Flying Scotsman, the more Flying Scotsmans they probably would have sold. And this has been in the Hornby catalogue for years, and it still is. And I think it's just been improved every time they've done a new moulding. So my other two, I've got one from the 2000s and one from the late 90s. The late 90s one is the one with the smoke deflectors, and a lot of people didn't like that, but you know, I think it looks quite good. And the latest one I've got is the railroad one, which is an A1 version of the Flying Scotsman. So I've done all combinations, I think. Anyway, thought you might enjoy this video. The lovely little Hymek there, and we'll get the Flying Scotsman going again. You can just about see that glow at that speed. There it is. And yeah, so the next video, is going to have another, I'm afraid it's another train set video, but these things crop up and then you have to get them, don't you? So I'll leave you with that nice shot of the Flying Scotsman and his train, and I'll say ta-ta for now. Bye.